Jim, the first league win of the season for us, first league win for you as manager. How good does that feel?
Oh, it feels absolutely lovely. It was, I think, in the manner that it come as well. If I'm being critical, we probably should have been a bit more than the 1-up at half time. But again, you know, there's a lot of nerves knocking around, bottom of the table, playing against the team struggling themselves. New manager in the week, away from home, all form, etc. It's difficult, you know, to try and play better with the ball. But what we did have is we dug in, we kept working hard, we put our bodies on the line. You know, that was typified with Rich's save right at the end from the penalty, and Sam Graham's followed it in. We've spoke about that, doing it at both ends. It's important. You should always act, you know, as if your keeper's going to save it, and the player who takes it's going to miss it, so we can follow up. But thankfully for today, you know, Devante's scored and they've missed, and you know, all credit to Rich at the end. They'd probably get more pats on the back than what Devs did for scoring the penalty. But massive that we get a win. You know, it's been a long time coming. Important, something to build on. You know, I do think we'll get better. I think we'll get fitter. I think we'll get stronger. There's loads to do, but the most important thing is trying to win games of football and get ourselves up the table. So can't ask no more away from home. Clean sheet, worked hard to keep it. Certainly with Rich at the end with the penalty. You know, scored a goal with the penalty, but could have had a couple more, made it a little bit easier. But no problem. Take it 1-0 onwards and upwards.
Loads of positives today from the game, but what stood out for you the most?
Winning. Simple as that. There's plenty of areas for improvement. You know, when you come into a new club, you're assessing everything. There's you know, your players, your staff, what's gone on, what's happened, what we can do better. And myself and Nick, and then filtering that down into the staff, and obviously discussing things with the board. We don't want to be in the position that we're in, and there's only us who can get us out of that. So, you know, the big positive today is the 3 points. The clean sheet gives us confidence. You know, that's 2-2. Liverpool in the week and again today. That's important for us. I think there was some good, solid individual performances. I think we can come up in certain areas as well. It's still not as how we want it. But we'll get there. There's no magic wand in football and life. It's important that we just keep working hard and keep trying to improve, give us better chances of winning games. So that's hopefully what we can do moving forward.
I know a few weeks ago you talked about the players needing to have each other's backs. That was really evident today, wasn't it?
It's going to have to be. When you're in the position that we're in, you can't just play in your own little bubble. You've got to work as partnerships like the backs who I've done today, and you know, the full back with the wide player, or the midfielders or the forwards, whatever it may be. You should be working in partners, getting around each other, demanding off each other. That filters through into units then, and suddenly become a little bit more difficult to beat. You know, and as I say, that's typified with the penalty save at the end. You know, a lot of backroom staff work goes on through the week. You know, Chris Dixon has been impressed with recently. He's come in, he's looking, you know, last night, today, over potential penalty takers. When the team comes out, he has a discussion with Rich over who might take it, and then suddenly when that moment comes in the game, you know, Rich has done his bit to help his goalkeeper. He trains with him day in, day out, got a good relationship, so that helps him. And then when Rich makes the save, you want someone from our team to drop on the second ball and try and get it clear, and that's what we did. We said, I was a bit disappointed with the penalty recently that Scott Quigley had with regards to following up on, and the other penalty that we had against us recently, Northampton, about following things in, always expecting your keeper to save the penalty, and always expect our player to miss it, because you never know. And that's what they've done, and Sam Graham really put his body on the line and got the ball clear. I was thankful to see it go off for a corner. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to muck in, we've got to get round each other, we've got to demand off each other, we've got to build the spirit, the togetherness, the work ethic, all areas that we want to improve, which will definitely give us, you know, more chances of winning games of football moving forward. So that was pleasing today.
How big was the clean sheet as well?
Like I said, clean sheet breeds confidence. Rich has had back-to-back clean sheets in a week. You know, it's obvious if you can keep the ball out at one end, and I think we'll always create opportunities. I think we've had good opportunities today, certainly in the first half, to be more than the 1 goal up. But you know, Jim McNulty's come in, walking wounded. You know, he dropped out of training yesterday, so we had to shuffle the pack a little bit. Jimmy Keohane's come back from an injury layoff, and he's gone from right back to left back. Femi's come back in at right back. Obviously, you know, we don't need to highlight the injury issues we've got in the back line at the minute. We've probably got more defenders at home than what we have got here today on the team coach. So it's whoever's got that shirt on, they've got to represent it in the right manner and really give it their all and put the bodies on the line. I've seen that today. There was evidence of that, because we don't want to be a soft touch. You know, we want to be strong, we want to be aggressive, we want to keep clean sheets. And as I say, going the other way, I think we'll always look like we'll be a threat and we can score goals. So it's pleasing.
How nice was the moment at the end with the supporters who travelled down today?
It's been a bit of time because I've been out the game, and I just said in there, I think it was about a month ago, I was probably on holiday just enjoying myself, and then suddenly there's a penalty in the 90th minute and you're thinking, oh God. But it was lovely. You know, I love winning games of football, and no better, you know, to do it. Your first one, obviously we won in the cup, a first league win, away from home, and the manner that it come with Rich, you know, keeping that penalty out at the end, it's massive for us. So I think you should enjoy it, and you know, when the players will enjoy, I'll say that's what it's all about. A couple of beers on the coach on the way home, need that little bit of confidence, a little bit of team spirit. You know, it's a nice happy dressing room in there. It's been a long time coming, but we've got that win now. That's all it is, to win. We've got to make sure that we build on it. This stands for nothing coming to the game next week. So really pleasing for the lads, really pleased for the staff. The board have travelled down in good numbers. Preparation's been right, yourselves. So I think it's right that you celebrate a victory, and certainly away from home with the fans who've paid hard-earned money, you know, to travel this distance. You know, they've been fantastic for us today. So every credit to them. Big thank you from me, and I'm thankful we can send them back up north with 3 points to cheer.